Hi everyone, welcome to Value. So today we have Rocket Lab passing $70 and it's basically getting to that all-time high kind of point. So today they got awarded an $800 million contract with to build 18 satellites, and that's going to be paid over a number of years when they meet certain milestones. Say like if they design it and they build it, those will be defined, and each time they reach it they'll be paid a certain amount of money. So next year it probably might be worth about 100 or 200 million to them. So if we think about Rocket Lab right now, by the end of this quarter they'll probably achieve about a $600 million run rate for the last 12 months. So next year they're probably looking up to 800 million in revenue, or even more if Neutron is successful and does a number of flights. But we'll hedge our bets. So, and if we don't really count Neutron, we still have a very competent, a very high growth space company. With Neutron it's even hotter than that. So the share price is most likely going to pass the $100 next year. So very, very bullish for this company going into 2026. Trump recently announced initiatives to go to the moon, though I don't really see that accruing to Rocket Lab, probably for the other larger space companies. But it really bodes well with the sector that as you see time passes, a lot of people start to look at space as being a realistic frontier. So yeah, I'd say Rocket Lab is in a good space, up 17% today at 37 billion in valuation. A lot of people are still looking at the SpaceX kind of value and going, SpaceX is this year it's doing about just over 15 billion in revenue, and they're looking at a $1.5 trillion valuation next year. Recently it was about 800 million. So if we kind of do like some quick math, like I think it was like 15.5 billion, and recent valuation was 800 billion for that they did in a private sale. So basically like private valuation, not sale, for the shares, and it's about a 51 times revenue. So if we do about 51 times revenue for SpaceX, for Rocket Lab, we get about 31 billion. But obviously markets are always very forward looking, and if we go with my number of about 800 million in revenue and we times that by 51, we're looking at about 40 billion, or close to 41 billion in kind of valuation that they could be achieving next year. But so yeah, like I think, but as the space sector kind of heats up, people start getting even more forward looking because it becomes difficult to find these companies. It's like you're not going to find many companies like Rocket Lab's caliber, where they just basically do everything. And also as they kind of just build out, the value curve just changes dramatically. The minute they can get Neutron into space and they can start launching their own services, like SpaceX with Starlink, that is also unlocking something different as well. So then market starts to think ahead, not just thinking about this company as this launch provider. Basically today it cemented itself as a defense contractor in a sense. That just spreads them out beyond the launch provider. They really cement themselves in terms of government kind of standards, and going forward, if they can get Neutron into space with the next, if they can do it in the next few months, then it bodes very well next year about building up more revenue, and then it continues to build. So this is a company that's not slowing down as each year passes. It kind of just gets bigger and bigger. And I'd just say, yeah, like definitely one company to watch for 2026. Even though it's reaching $70, a lot of people kind of see it as like a ceiling and kind of like a peak valuation. There is still some way to go as they kind of continue to grow and meet certain milestones. Let me know if you've got any questions or comments, post below. Until then, good luck investing, everyone.